Did you know that there are 5 different types of salaries which you should be considering while choosing a job offer or even while switching your job? I can almost guarantee you that most people only consider one salary, which is the financial salary. But there are 4 other salaries which people should consider, and that's what we are going to explore in this video, and hopefully that will help you to think about salaries in a different way and a different mindset. Let's understand what are these 5 different salaries. Number 1 is financial salary. This is the most common one and probably the only one people are aware of, and probably not even considering the rest 4 of them. Financial salary, as the name suggests, it has to do with everything with your money. Whether it is salary, bonus, relocation, health benefits, 401k benefits, gym benefits, phone bills, electricity bill, co-working space, anything where company is paying you financially, whether it is in terms of cash or if it is some types of perk benefits which they are giving you. Psychological salary. This one has to do with the mission, the vision, and the goals of the companies. Does your mission and mindset align with company's mission? For example, my company, we help people with auto refinancing loans, which means if you have a car loan and have a very high interest rate, for example, 13%, 15%, because you have no credit history, next year when you want to refinance it, and you should refinance it, because we can most likely bring your car loan to like 5%, 3%, 2%, depending on your credit history and your financial profile. And because of that, we are going to be able to save you like $100 per month and back into your pocket. And that mission, I am totally aligned with. I feel grateful that we can help people save money on their loan which they have, or probably the high interest loan which they have. So that means the company's vision and mission ties with my mission. I align with it. I feel good about whatever I'm going to do. Of course, it also means that the work you are doing, the work you are producing, has to align with what you really want to do. So that's the psychological part of it. Like maybe you are trained to be a product manager, but you're actually a software developer and you hate being software developer. You really like people and maybe you want to do product manager. That's also where you want to think about. It's also part of the psychological salary. Third one is the social salary. This one has to do with the title, the image you get, the identity which you get, the prestige which you receive based on your title. For example, mine is senior product manager. I'm pretty happy with that title. Associate product manager, or some people might prefer director of product management or chief product officer or whatsoever. It has to do with how do you feel like in your social circle when you say that I am so and so at this company. Do you feel good about it? That's the social salary. Fourth one is educational salary. This is very important for me. Maybe it is important for you, but this has to do with how are you growing personally and professionally? Are you getting mentorship opportunities at your work? Is the work environment helping you, paying you for your education and helping you grow your skills? Are you growing? Are you being the same person last year and never grew anything? Or do you feel like you took on challenges and like, oh, I feel like I grew, I learned a lot of things? For me, absolutely. I never did product management, and I'm being a product manager, program manager, TPM, and all this thing. I am learning every single day. Plus my boss is a really good mentor. I don't know if he's watching this, but he's a really good mentor for me. He teaches me things which I've never learned. In fact, I can almost guarantee that in this 10 months of working under his leadership, I've probably learned 5 times more than I've learned in the last 6 years of my previous company. So educational salary is very important for me, and that is what educational salary means. And finally, freedom salary. What is the flexibility you get from your work? Can you work from home? Is it very strict that you have to be in the office? That's just one part of the freedom. Can you flex your time? Can you take time off whenever you want? Can you go and celebrate your kid's birthday, or can you celebrate your anniversary, or whatsoever you want to do? Like, do you have the rapport and the freedom with your company that you can do whatever you want? When I said whatever you want, like, doesn't really mean like you go outrageous, like, and go crazy, but do you have that flexibility? And for me, I have so much flexibility. One, I can work from home. Second is they let me travel when I want to. Third is my boss doesn't really care where I work from, so I can be any part of the world and I can still produce the work. My boss cares more about what gets done in a week versus me spending like 50 hours, 60 hours or 20 hours. It's more important for him that we get stuff done. And also, one of the things which I was looking for when I was trying to interview for this new job is that what kind of flexibility and restriction they will have on my social media presence. For example, YouTube. It's very important for me because it gives me joy, satisfaction. It helps me that I'm creating impact on other people's lives. So it's important for me, but some companies might not let me do this, and they might have rules. For example, I think Amazon has strict rules that you cannot be a YouTuber or you cannot share anything about it, even closely related to Amazon. So I don't want to be part of that company where it restricts me so much. So freedom salary is also something people should consider. Now that you know 5 different types of salaries, you should always rank them when you're trying to choose a new job, when you're trying to choose your internship, when you're trying to switch the job. For example, like a lot of time people only consider the financial aspect of it and maybe social aspect of it because they are not getting the promotion or the title they want. So they're like so behind that part of it, but not really the other salaries which they should be considering. I highly recommend you list down all these salaries and rank them from 0 to 10, 0 being the least satisfied, 10 being the most satisfied. And when you are trying to interview, make sure that you ask your questions about all the different salaries and not just what your pay scale is, because I know you will be very focused on just pay scale, but also ask all these different types of salaries. Similarly, if you are trying to switch the job and maybe instead of switching the job directly, first analyze where are you in these different types of salaries. So I ranked them and I'm like, okay, here are the 3 areas which I feel like are my gaps or the missing piece of the puzzle. And I first try to see if I can solve those being in my current company. Can I ask for more challenges? Can I go and work for a different product in my company? Maybe a different team for my company. It will help me get some new skills, all of that. It wasn't really possible. And also money was also something which I was asking to, get promotions and salary hike, which also wasn't happening really. So at that point of time, I'm like, all right, I've tried all my possible ways and those are very important. So it's time to make a move. If you enjoyed this video, I'm 100% sure you're going to like this video, which is about how I got 6 different tech job offers, and also this one, which is about how I kept myself sane during the job search strategy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep smiling and keep hustling. You gotta hustle every single day.